Hi, everybody. I wanted to share something with you. There hasn't, since I started my walk with the Lord in 2011, I haven't had very many visions. I can probably count on two hands how many times that the Lord has showed me something in a vision. But last night, the Lord gave me three visions, and I wanted to share those with you. The first one, it was right after I got done praying. I was talking to the Lord, and I was praying, and I kind of told him, it's been a while since you've shown me anything, so, if you want to share anything with me, your servant is listening. So it was probably about 30 minutes later, I seen, all of a sudden, it looked like a TV monitor. It was a rectangle, and in the rectangle, I seen what looked to be like a sandstorm, like over in the Middle East, the sandstorms that would blow in. I seen the sandstorm coming in, and it had like that orangish tint to it. And then at the bottom, it looked like I was on a hill looking down onto a city. And I started seeing all these houses and buildings popping up. And in the midst of this city that I was overseeing, all of a sudden I seen an explosion. But it wasn't like, I didn't see anything come in. I just seen what looked to be from the bottom, like from the ground coming up. That's what I seen, from the ground coming up, like a mushroom cloud explode. But it was not like a fire color. It was all like gray or white. It was kind of hard to say, but I would say it's probably more like gray. So it looked like a gray mushroom cloud. And as soon as I realized what I seen, the entire rectangle began to fade out. And so as I was sitting there pondering it, and I was still up probably half hour later, all of a sudden I began to see another vision. And it was the same color, so it had the sandstorm color, the same color as I seen the first time, but now this time I seen a missile up close and personal. And the missile wasn't like anything I've ever seen before. It was really, it was short and fat. It reminded me of, it's going to sound funny, but it reminded me of like R2-D2 from Star Wars. That's what I was thinking as I was watching this thing. And so it was straight up, and then I kind of watched it slowly start to slant to the left. And as I'm watching it, I knew in my spirit that it was a missile, and it was the missile that they used in the first vision. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, in the first vision, I heard in my spirit, this will surprise the world. It's going to hit Jerusalem. That's what I heard. And then it was a couple hours later, I was woke up, and for some reason I remember panning to the right, and all of a sudden I seen the most clear, vivid vision I have ever seen. And what I seen was a man, and he was suspended by his arms and his legs. It reminded me of being hogtied, except his arms and his legs weren't behind him. They were stretched out to the side, but he was like stomach down. So he was stomach down, but his face was up, like he was looking forward, but his whole body was going parallel with the floor. He was suspended by some type of rope or apparatus. And he was in a black shirt, short sleeves, and a pair of black shorts. So I could see his arms and I could see his legs. I could see his hair. He had like curly, short, dark hair. But pulled down over his eyes was a green bandana. But it was like, it reminded me of like a headband bandana. Not like a regular, bandana, like the square. It was like a headband. And he wasn't bruised. He wasn't beat. He wasn't screaming. He wasn't yelling. He wasn't doing anything. He was just suspended. And he was in a warehouse, and it was all, I could see where he was. It was like it was lit up right where he was, and I could see the cement on the floor. I could see, like, back looking forward, like there was corridors, but it was all dark in the corridors. And as I started, like, I remember putting my head in my hands, and I was like, Lord, what are you showing me? Like, what is this? And as I started talking and praying to the Lord, the vision just completely disappeared. So I wanted to share those things with you. I've prayed about it and asked the Lord, like, what does this mean and what did you show me? I know for sure that the first two visions had something to do with the Middle East. And based on what I heard in my spirit, I think it has something to do with Israel and somebody causing some destruction over there. So, we need to make sure that we're keeping them in our prayers. So please pray for Israel and pray for Jerusalem. And as far as the other one, I'm really not sure. This morning I was kind of thinking, was he showing me something? Maybe, mind control? Like, because it wasn't like they were being tortured, but they were being tortured, if that makes sense. The person was alive, but I didn't see him moving at all. He wasn't moving at all. So it was like he was in a suspended state, but something was happening to him. So if you have, if you guys have anything, or if the Spirit reveals anything to you, then please leave it in the comments. So that's all I have for my visions. But I would like to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord from now until September 23rd, 2015, Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement. God bless you all, and be praying, because things are going to be changing soon. Lots of stuff is going to be changing soon, so be praying for strength. Pray for strength to endure, and pray for strength never to deny the Lord's name. This is really, really important. Start today. Every day, pray it, because you're going to need it. God bless you all. Take care now.